Ever since the coming of the digital age, it has never been this easy to indulge oneself inside the overstimulating maze of social media and other worldly events, which causes the mind to drift apart from the desires of performing meaningful and long-term tasks, which would typically benefit the individual. This phenomenon is relatively common and unfortunately rather addictive. Today, it has never been easier to indulge in self-gratifying activities that possess only the minimal amounts of actual beneficial stimuli, if any at all, no matter what the individual may think and might watch. In the end of the day, it comes down to how much of said knowledge the individual decided to put to work and actually use in his day-to-day life. This might sound a bit convoluted, so I will try and provide a more straightforward explanation on the matter. When indulging in study material, reading the material does not affect the mind as much as putting in the work in practice. Like many others that said it before, you cannot learn how to swim without actually trying to swim yourself, no matter what you watch and what you read. Unfortunately, humanity has the common belief that theoretical understanding of the subject is enough and that they do not need to actually participate in actionable steps in order to receive the information that they so desire. In the end, all forms of procrastination starts with the intended goal, being completely and utterly forgotten within the sea of media that's being consumed. Even now, as you are watching this video, you are probably putting some important task aside in the hopes to learn some magical and out-of-this-world technique to overcome your procrastination. And for that, I say that the first step in knowing when you have gone too far in the rabbit hole is realizing and acknowledging the fact that you are indeed inside this metaphorical rabbit hole to begin with, and you should begin your journey of self-healing by stopping the task you are doing right now, which is watching videos. Nevertheless, if you are here to indeed learn how to overcome procrastination, and solely that, I will happily try and provide some useful points that perhaps will nourish the way you might think of the issue and perhaps find a solution all on your own. Now, without wasting any more time, let's get into the topic. Overcoming procrastination is a common challenge for many people. Here are a couple of steps that will hopefully help you find the cause and solution to this problem. Step 1. Self-awareness and identification. Recognize and acknowledge that you have a procrastination issue. Like mentioned in the beginning of the video, understanding the problem is the first step towards overcoming it. From there, you can start by identifying common distractions and finding ways to minimize them. This may include turning off your phone, blocking distracting websites, or finding a quiet workspace. Working outside or any other location that is not your main location of rest is a perfect place to start, as things like your room do provide your mind the stimuli you are trying to avoid. It is like lying in bed and trying not to sleep or rest on it. Your mind is simply hardwired to associate your room as a place for doing all sorts of other activities rather than the ones you intend on doing, just like your bed and the aforementioned activity, which is sleep and rest. Step 2. Goals and tasks. Clearly define your goals and tasks. Break them down into smaller, manageable steps that will help you move towards your tasks easier by shifting your focus from your end goal. Having a specific target will make it easier to focus and keep your enthusiasm high as you feel how you are slowly accomplishing your well-desired task one step at a time. Use a method like the Eisenhower matrix, which is an urgent important matrix, to determine what tasks are most important and need to be tackled first. Write down your tasks, deadlines, and priorities in a simple and straightforward to-do list. This provides a visual representation of your responsibilities and a strong mental boost once many, if not all, tasks are done for the day. Remember to reward yourself when you complete tasks. This positive feedback can also provide further motivation for you to stay on track. Step 3. Time management and priority. Allocate specific blocks of time for each task. Consider techniques like the Pomodoro technique that we had discussed in previous videos, which involves working for a set time and then taking a short break. Making a priority on tackling the most challenging or unpleasant task first will help you with the rest by making you feel that your other tasks are small in comparison. Put an emphasis on imagining the satisfaction of completing a task and how it will benefit you in the long run. Visualization is a very powerful motivator. Step 4. Commitment and accountability. Share your goals with a friend, family member, or colleague who can hold you accountable for your progress. Be selective about taking on new commitments. Overcommitting can lead to stress and procrastination. Don't strive for perfection in every task. Aim for good enough. Perfectionism can lead to procrastination out of fear of not meeting high standards. Practice mindfulness techniques to stay in the present moment and be kind to yourself, even when you make mistakes or procrastinate. Instead of beating yourself up when you procrastinate, consider it a signal that something is amiss. Are you avoiding a task due to fear, lack of interest, or something else? Understanding the root cause can help you address it. Finally, if procrastination is significantly affecting your life and none of the points and steps that I have mentioned previously help, consider speaking to a therapist or counselor who specializes in time management and procrastination issues. In the end of the day, a professional is someone who is much better at solving said issues than any video or person could ever try. Regardless, remember that overcoming procrastination is an ongoing process, and it may take time and effort. Experiment with different strategies to see what works best for you and adapt them to your specific needs and circumstances. Thank you for watching. If there are any other topics I should cover, or if there is anything I've missed, let me know in the description. Until next time.